Hi guys, how are you? So today I really want to talk to you about something that's really close to my heart, but something that I think that a lot of us don't talk about. It's why we give up, why we fail at our budgeting. But even though I'm talking about budgeting, you can really apply this to anything else. There's a lot of things that will stop you on your budgeting journey. There's a lot of things that will stop you and make you go, oh my God, maybe I don't want to do this. You start with such gusto at the start of the year and you're like, oh my God, new year, new me. I'm here for this. I'm ready for this. But if you don't have the right foundations in place, there's no chance of you actually achieving your goal. Like, I'm not, I'm not trying to show shade, but I'm gonna sit me lemon sip. I'm out the back right now because it's the only place I can get a bit of peace. But I really wanted to make this video because I've had the blog post up on the caribbeandub.com for the last 2 weeks, just ready to go, and I haven't posted it. So I'm like, you know what, this is going to be out because I really believe that a lot of people just think that they can't do it because they're in the habit of not doing it, or maybe not following through, or maybe not taking things serious. I can vouch for myself. I'm one of those people that I used to give up as soon as I start. There'd be every excuse that's coming. Oh, you know what? I'm missing out on life. You only live once. I could be doing better things with my time instead of budgeting. But I think with what I'm about to tell you and the foundations that you should be building. Sorry, I'm on the north side. You hear that? Ooh, aeroplane. Need to find my passport, lads. But yes, there's a lot of things that it's almost like before we start, we know that this is not going to work out. And I know people don't like to hear the word failure. I'm not bothered with that word. It doesn't scare me. It doesn't intimidate me. It's a word and you put whatever you want to it. But that word kind of kicks me up the arse, Sorry, YouTube, up the backside. My daughter must be the only person on earth that doesn't like chocolate. I swear to God. But I gave her a happy hippo. I love them. She doesn't like them. I think you get the other one that's more cream based in it. So yeah. And if you are gonna get that, guys, go to like Deals or one of the pound shops and get them for like €1, 1.50 instead of buying them in your normal shops. Let's try and save money while we're talking about building foundations, okay? Because I know you're a superwoman. I know you're strong. Yeah, anyway, Kelly Clarkson, loving that song right now. I think I have to do a reel about it. But anyway, on my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram at the Caribbean Dub, come over and say, hey, I'm a busy woman right now. Do you know what I mean? I'm booked and busy right now, but I want to be here for you. I want to show up, okay? So the first thing I'm going to talk about is goal setting. Weird thing about goal setting, and I did as well until I realized that goal setting is just a map. In the budget mindset planner, I ask you what you want your goals to be for the first year. This is my planner that I've created, and it's 12 months of undated, actionable months for you to really get your finances in order, get on the budgeting journey. And it's really, really simplistic. And as I'm making these videos, I'm gonna keep tying in my product, of course. I'm gonna keep tying in the budget mindset planner, so that people that have bought the planner, they can actually come back and see what exactly I want from you and what want from yourself when you're doing this. Okay. So goals is just a roadmap for where you need to go. Goals give you direction. It makes you show up. It makes you say, okay, well, this is why I'm doing this, because I'm after setting a goal for myself. What happens is most people get too entangled with the goals. They get obsessed with the actual goals, and it's a long commitment when you have a goal of changing your whole mindset and your habit in regards to money or in regards to budgeting. You don't just turn around the next week and go, oh my God, I don't owe the credit union money, or I don't have any credit cards, or I don't owe Littlewood's money, or everything is cleared right now. It doesn't work like that. Goals is telling you where you need to go. Goals is telling you you want to be debt free. You don't want to owe anybody money. You want to have a bit of savings. You want to have your emergency fund if anything should go wrong. That's your goals. What I would say is, don't make that your focus, because one of the biggest reasons why we are spenders and why we love to spend money and we get into debt in the first place is because of instant gratification. And I don't really want anybody to be focused on the instant gratification, because when you're setting goals, it's a delayed gratification, but it's so much more sweeter when you know the work and the effort and the process that you've put into it. And I can tell you one thing, it's not a goal that by the time you reach your goal and you put in the work to get there, it's the process. It's the person that you become to follow through on your goals and your targets that you've set at the start of the planner or at the start of any journey. Okay, so I hope that makes sense with goals. And what I would say is, every month in the budget mindset planner, I ask you what are your goals for this month. So you have a big overall goals, and then we're going to split it up into tiny, manageable, doable goals that makes you, I want to walk from here to Cork. But you know what? The thought of walking from here to Cork is scary. But why don't I first walk to the M50? You know what I mean? And then walk to Ballymun, and then walk to Finglas, and then walk out of Dublin. Why don't I do that first before I just go straight into, oh my God, you know what I want to do? I want to just go to Cork, and you get up and you're running and you're like, that's my goal, I'm going to go to Cork. And then you're like, Jesus, it's really far away. I'm tired, I'm getting a taxi back. Doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense. So that's the first one. That's your goals. Your why. I always say it's so important to have a why with everything that you're doing, because your why is the emotion behind things. I am a very emotionally led person, I'm a heart led person, so I need to have a reason why I'm doing it, why personal finances is so important, why paying off debt is so important. It's okay to know, like, paying off my debt is the right thing to do, or it's a good thing to do, but it needs to affect you. It needs to make you move. It needs to make you want to cry. And one of my reasons why, when I was paying off my debts, was my children. I wanted to give them the life, where I'm present, I'm there, I can do things without having to second guess who I owe, why I owe, where I need to get the money from. And also, I'm able to say no and have great reasons behind the no, not just the fact that I have no money to do it, but maybe it's something that I don't believe in. And my why really moved me. It was so important. It was so important for me, and it was such a detrimental thing. It was such a reason. It was like always there in the limelight. I was literally going, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. But I remembered me why. You remember you promised yourself. Do you remember you said that to yourself? Do you remember you said, why am I doing it? You remember your why. You remember Eliza and Louis in their sleep. Get up, make another video. Get up, do your budget. Get up, check through your pay slips and your statements. Get up, see where your money is coming from. Get up, shop around and make sure your bills are coming in at the best rate for you. Go to another supermarket. Follow your meal plan. That's your why. That's the reason why you're doing this. This is what's getting you to your goal. This is what's reminding you every day that you should keep on this journey, because you promised yourself something and you really do deserve it. So that's the why part of it. I really think that a lot of people don't have a why. They're just doing it because they might think it's the right thing to do. Or maybe you saw someone like me or somebody else in the debt-free community that's saying, oh my God, you need to really, get out of debt and watch your money. And you're going, yeah, that's a great idea. But you have no emotions behind it. You're doing it because someone's told you to do it. And that makes no sense, because on the other sense, is not what we're trying to get out of debt from. Is not what we're trying to get away from. We're trying to build a life where you are financially independent and you have financial freedom, that you can make the decisions that matter to you. No one is preaching to you what you need to do, but you can actually do it for yourself. So that's the why. I hope that makes sense to you, because it really makes a lot of sense to me. Anything I'm going to do, I always make sure, why am I doing this? What difference is it going to make to my life? Who is it going to affect? And once I see my kids or myself in it, or my family, it's just something to go, oh, I really want to do this because I know how great it's going to be. And I kind of use my why. I use a why for any big decisions that I make, generally. Okay, so this one's very personal. Okay, so this one is very personal to my heart. Visualization. Visualization is such a positive thing to do. I sit and I vision exactly what I want my life to be. I think our human brains are so smart, clever AF. Okay, and we give our brain cues, and our brain then go about life trying to protect us. So if you give your brain a cue like, oh my god, public speaking, I'd love to do that, but I'm really afraid of that, your brain can actually get you to imagine a scenario where you're up on stage and you are bricking it, like totally bricking it, totally scared. Your brain will tell you what the people are looking like, how you'll feel, how the hairs on the back of your neck will is standing up. Your brain will actually tell you, oh my god, you peed yourself, like, and it'll make you feel it. It'll make you actually feel it. How many times as a kid, and you went to tell your mom something, and you were afraid to tell your mom something, and you build it up, build it up, build it up, and you had it down. You knew exactly what she was gonna say. She was gonna give out to you. She was gonna go mad. You're gonna get grounded, and you go in and you say something, and then your mom's like, "Geez, why didn't you tell me that earlier?" Woman, I had this organized in my head. Wasn't gonna end like this, and you're sitting there with your mouth open like. Visualization is very powerful. Instead of telling your brain that it's going to be negative, and then your brain is going with it because the brain's like, oh, I'm going to protect her, I'm going to tell her you should not be doing this because you know what, it's scary, and you know what's going to happen if you go up on that stage, or you know what's going to happen if you tell your mom the truth about this, because everything is going to go wrong for you, blah 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 blah. Your brain doesn't know. Your brain is just protecting you because it knows that that's the stuff you want to hear. It knows that you kind of like being safe for the most part. You come up with these grand ideas. So why not visualize, instead of saying, oh my God, I'm going to start my budgeting journey and, I'm probably going to end because this is the way it always goes on. This is the way it always ends. And your brain's like, yeah, girl, I'll see you in 2 weeks, okay? I'm just going to give this a go, and in 2 weeks, we're going to finish this. Why don't you tell your brain, at the end of this, I'm going to be so good. I can see myself putting pen to paper. I can see the numbers starting to make sense. I can see every time I write, it gets better and better and better. And your brain is actually saying, you know what? Okay, let's put a vision on it now. Oh, we're going to have some candles there. Oh, let's cue the music coming in. Your brain will tell you. You have to tell your brain exactly what you want, and your brain will create the scenario for you. But if you're going around visualizing the worst will happen more than likely, because that's what you want to happen. And I know this is harsh, and I know this sounds like a bit wrong for me to say it, but it's true. If that's your vision, that's what you're going to get. Like they always say, every company has a vision and a mission statement. The vision statements is what they see for their company. If you see your company failing and going down the Swanee, probably will happen. If you see yourself not being able to budget and wanted to go back out with your friends and just go large, still broke, still the same habits, then that's what will happen. But yeah, that's vision. That's your vision board. Okay, so let's go back about environment. I wrote in the blog on thecaribbeandove.com. Have a look at this blog, and the link is onto this. Please subscribe, please follow, encourage me to post on this. I really YouTube channel, it's my little baby, and I'm trying to get better. And you can see I am freezing out here. I'm drinking Lemon, but I'm here for you, okay? Because I want you to learn. I want you to stick with it. So let's talk about environment, because I really noticed to myself that when I got around the right people, when I listened to the right people, the people that were where I wanted to be, that were doing the things that I wanted to do. Like, for a lot of people think I listen to them. I nod and I smile, but most people I don't. Sorry, I don't listen to you. Like, if I thought about this, like my mom thought I was mad posting on Instagram or posting about me debts, and now she's clapping me, when I'm on TV. It's you have to follow your gut, number one, and you have to create your environment to insulate your gut, to make your gut feels warm and feels assured that you're behind it. And I wrote in the blog, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. And for me, what that means is You can't teach an old dog new tricks in the same environment that it's always been. You have to go out your comfort zone. You have to be able to say, look, this is what's happening right now. I'm going to be budgeting for a bit. I'm going to be watching my money. I want this. I want a house. I want to be debt free. And this is what's going to be the priority right now. If you want me to go out, which is, can you kind of just do something a little bit cheaper so we can all afford it? I just can't keep up with the way you're living, and it's okay. I can't keep up with that. I'm broke, okay? I'm trying to be unbroke. I'm trying to be fixed. So I can't keep up with that right now. Um, Give me 1 second. And I'm back. So your environment is really, really important. Your environment, we are who we are today because of the first 5 years of our lives. When I say first 5 years of our lives, I'm thinking the first where we're developed. When we're born these free thinking babies who, are trying to walk and trying to adapt to the world, but we adapt so much that we adapt into our environment. So if your environment is the one where, we get loans all the time, or we get a loan for everything because it's really important to impress the neighbors down the road, then you're likely to be like that as well. So if you all of a sudden walk in and like, I'm changing, of course you're going to get people going, what? Because you're making them feel uncomfortable. They've been happy with the way they were all along. And then you're coming in going, I'm going to pay my debt. I'm going to change my life. So what you need to do, what I did was I really looked at people. I had mentors. I had people that I followed on Instagram, I followed on YouTube that I didn't even know, but their lifestyle appealed to me. What they were doing were making sense to me more than what anybody was doing around me at the time. And that's the truth. And I'm still kind of like that. I reach out to people, and the people that are in my life, for the most part, we are different, but we always have something in common that's really important to me ethically. So your environment is really important. I think once you follow your gut and you insulate your gut and you tell yourself, okay, this is what I want, then you need to get yourself cheerleaders or get yourself coaches or people around that to really push you. And it's really important. That's why you need to join clubs, or my Facebook group, the Budget Mindset Club, which it's going to keep really tight. I'm going to open it up to everybody really, but it's going to be private. If it's important to you, if you feel like you're not getting the support at home, I think it's important that you should go somewhere and go, okay, people are like-minded. It's positive here. And even though the world is telling me that I'm mad, I know there's other people that are like me. Your environment will, and you get more tips and tricks all the time by just listening to different people that are on the same path as you. It's a beautiful thing. I've made some really, really great friends just from going outside my comfort zone and changing up my arena. It's been just amazing. So environment, very important. So self-talk is really important. I get one of the biggest things that people say to me is, I'm just not good with money, or I'm just crap at budgeting. Well, if you say you're crap at budgeting, I agree. Who am I to put you down? I have to believe what you're saying. So if you're saying that to yourself, the person in the mirror is going to believe you as well. Self-talk is really, really important because we are who we say we are. And a lot of people don't even realize some of the things they're saying. If you grew up in a house where money is money is the root of all evil, you're gonna assume that anybody with money has something a little bit malicious about them, or has something a little bit, mm, yeah, I bet you made that money. I bet you made that dirty money. People always have a whole load of situations. Sorry, it's like a blizzard here. Just on my little balcony, like, oh Jesus, drink the tea quick. Of course, you're gonna believe that. If you turn around and you're kind of like, you know what, I love money and I'm gonna respect my money, and I'm gonna budget and give my money a place to go. I'm gonna be organized. I am organized. I am good with money. When I get my money, I'm gonna put it securely into my purse. I'm gonna get a nice purse for it. I'm gonna treat it nice. I'm gonna associate money with really nice things. I am good with money. I love money. I love budgeting. I am a good budgeter. I'm a good writer. It's crazy. Once you start telling yourself all these things, it's like your mindset going, yeah, you are, girl. Yeah, you are all these things. Well done. Fair play to you. Well done. Good on you, girl. But if you don't do that, if you're kind of like, oh my God, I'm crap. I'm just crap with this. And soon of a little mistake happened. Yeah, I knew I was crap, in your brain be like, yeah, you did. You did say that last week, didn't you? And the week before, and the week before, and the week before. And I know this is not one as such, but how are you looking at your money? How are you looking at yourself? How you talk to yourself? You demand respect from other people to treat you that way as well. Money is not the root of all evil. Not just boring people can budget. It's not. You care about your money, you care about your life, so you're going to prioritize it. I do priority based budgeting in my planner, and that will probably be another video where I'm going to break each family down so people understand exactly what you want. But the next one is filling out your money calendar, and yeah, that's it. I hope you I hope you actually found this really interesting. It's really important for me that you're getting the messages that I'm sending you and that you believe in yourself. But I'm going to go in now because I'm absolutely freezing and I'm bogged up. And I might be looking cool, but I ain't warm, okay? Okay? Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.